dignitaries in front of the dais and my dear students. We all know that today you are here to participate in the project exhibition conducted every year by the SUSTI, VTU and ABVP jointly. The very purpose of this organizing the project exhibition is not to just to show that what you have done, the projects. There may be a certain projects where they will distribute the prizes, but the event should not end with receiving the prize and thereby just go home. But what is the expectations or the outcome of this project? As a Vice Chancellor, I expect that the better project must go as a startup. And VTO, from the last 6 months, we have established a Visvesvaraya Research and Innovation Foundation. We are ready to fund the projects. We have created our own fund, established under Section 8 of the Companies Act. There are a lot of opportunity for the young engineering graduates whose project is selected as the one of the best project, and the project outcome of the project, if it is useful to the society at large, we are there to mentor you and then strategize the marketing, everything under the able leadership of the mentors. VTO and its created many platforms to make our graduates industry ready. How to make them industry ready? There are certain things which we have established, which we have created the Center of Excellence, many platforms allowing the students to acquire the additional skills. We have established the skill labs. We have already signed an MOU with the NSDC through Aspire India Private Limited to offer skill training program to all the 212 colleges under 16 trades and train 240 students in each college.
At the same time, from Visvesvaraya Technological University, they have also sanctioned 10 lakhs as a sponsorship amount for the SUSTI 2024. Thank you so much, sir.
Good afternoon. Dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, and most importantly, student friends of mine who are remaining in the hall. Quite difficult to address a diverse audience like this. But in the next 5 minutes, let's talk about SUSTI, let's talk about engineering and its importance to India, if that motivates budding engineers in the room, and also talk about innovations and the importance of innovations for India. While I'm here on stage, thanks to the invite from Mahesh Krishnamurthy and Sri Ganesh, good friends of mine and part of the ABVP network. I'm also here because I'm excited to meet engineers, as I have been doing for the last 30 years. With an engineering degree, which can be in today's time and space considered as noble as a medical profession, there is still a lot to do for the world. Then we inherited it because there is a lot of discussions going on about the impacts of global warming on the earth.
So, learning from our state president, I will also make a slogan, and all of you will join with me. Bharat Mata Ki! Bharat Mata! Vande! Vande! Thank you so much. Respected Professor Deepak Kumar Srivastava ji, Honorable Vice Chairman of University Grant Commission, Shri C.S. Sundaraju ji, Honorable Chairman of ATIA Institute of Technology, respected Shri Manu Sale ji, Managing Director of Mercedes-Benz Research and Development India, Professor Vidyasagar ji, who just concluded his speech and he moved on to another lecture he was supposed to deliver. State President of Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad Karnataka Uttar, Professor Anand Hosu ji, Secretary Sachin ji, Shri Nagaraju ji, Trustee at TI Institute of Technology, and none other than the student convener of this Srishti Manu, who is joining us.
Professor Deepak Srivatsar, Shri Manu Saleh, Dr. Vishankar, who left us a little earlier, Shri Ashish Chauhan, Dr. Anand Kumar, dignitaries both around the dais. Most importantly, the reason for this event, all your students, colleagues and friends. I want to really start off this conversation of trying to say what was presented here. But I have a question for you. How many of you really paid attention to each of the speakers that spoke today? And I ask this for a reason. The reason is, if you just follow one piece of advice that came out today over the last hour and a half, I am guaranteed you, as a person who has traveled the journey of life more or less, I am guaranteeing you that you will be successful young adults of tomorrow. You will be successful young ladies of tomorrow. But the real challenge is, did we pay attention to what was said? Did we take away anything at all from what was said? The real question is, did we? And I'm going to now, I know all of you want to leave, but I'm going to ask you to raise your hands if you say, I paid enough attention and there's at least one point that triggered my curiosity to a point that I will travel that journey from today. Can I have a raise of hands? How many of you really paid attention to what happened in the last hour and a half? Seems like a very true assessment. In my mind it is less than 5%. I'm saying it may be about 20% of you. To the rest of you, I'm going to try and capture what was said, because I think it's so critical that we take back something from this hour and a half or 2 hours of conversation that was had over this important day. And this day is about exhibition, this day is about you, this day, next 3 days really is really about what you have done to come here and what you will do to go from here to tomorrow. I'll start off with Dr. Vidyasagar, who came to you. He said something very interesting. He said, if we've been institutions that thought we were deliverers of knowledge, we have to change that. The faculty who are here, this is a message for them. It says we have to move from being sages on the stage to sages on the side. That means the core of this academic institution and all academic institutions around the state and the country have to reinvent themselves. Most importantly, and the most difficult part of it, is to get the faculty to say, I'm no more a sage of the stage, I'm a sage on the side. It's not very easy. And you are knowledge deliverers who absorb knowledge of tomorrow and then deliver it to the students. And I'm saying, you have to change. So the first message is to the academicians really about how much change is required if we as a country have to progress and make
Expo and other technical events spread across
3 days organized by ATI Institute of Technology, PSS Trust, ABVP, Yuvaka Sangha in association with VTU Belagavi at AICT New Delhi.
A foresight, a vision for the students, and it is supported by ABVP. It is a powerhouse, I can say. The ABVP is representing the Akhil Bharat Vidyarthi means youth, students. This is a powerhouse, and you both people, and you are the chairman of UGC Grand Commission. Vice, maybe you will become. Don't congratulations. So the point is, you can really set the goals for the centenary India, because lot of stakes are there in the world. That India, lot of stakes are there. We are going to become the third developed country in the world. So give some very good Srishti and sites for this.
I'm very glad to participate in this mega event Srishti 2024. I'm very glad to see this confidence among the students and their participation. This will definitely add value to the nation, India, and I hope that we would be able to create an atmosphere and an ecosystem where youth are given the opportunity to think, to innovate, and to do something creatively, because I have mentioned that independent thinking is very important, and I'm very happy to see here that 1,000 youths are coming forward to volunteer for this kind of activity, which is a startup, and there is a great future for startups in India. There are a lot of work which is going on, and I wish them all the best. And I think that there is a great confidence, and some of these events should be organized more frequently, so that youth should have hope, and they should be given confidence, and they should be given hand holding by higher education institutes, universities and colleges. Faculty should also participate, and faculty should also guide these students in a manner that takes them, because sometimes students need some guidance. Second thing which I see is more important is collaboration. There is a need for developing collaborative atmosphere. As I mentioned that our Nobel laureate Dr. Chandrasekhar emphasized on collaboration. So our students, while they are independent in their thinking and innovation, they should learn how to collaborate with other students, with other stakeholders, so that they come out with a beautiful solution for the society. Any innovation, scientific innovation, would be seen the best innovation if it serves to the cause of the larger society. Any scientific development, any scientific innovation must be made keeping in view that this will serve to the larger society, and society's life and their aspirations would be easier and would be smarter. So I wish all the best to the Srishti 2024 for a great success in the coming years also. Thank you very much.
I think mobility is changing quite dramatically, especially considering the focus on fossil fuels in the world right now, and the need for having a greener and cleaner planet. So auto manufacturers around the world, and especially Mercedes-Benz, has committed to a greener future. Our entire fleet is being updated. Every car is going to be available in its EV avatar as well. And it's not only the products that the customers can buy, but also the entire manufacturing chain and operations are being turned into carbon neutral operations by the end of this decade. There is a commitment in the country, there's a commitment at headquarters in Germany, and most importantly around the world to our customers, to ensure that there is green and clean mobility available. There are lots of technical challenges to do this, and therefore I'm also very happy to be participating with a crowd of young engineers. Engineers eventually have a strong responsibility to solve some of these technical challenges going ahead.
We are more concerned about the sustainability also.
Sustainability takes many forms. We have sustainability not only from tailpipe emissions when it comes to cars, but also the way cars are manufactured. Most importantly, the materials that are used in cars. Today, the focus is on green steel. It's on cradle to grave analysis of every component. It's on even green IT in the way you write software in a better and a cleaner way. So the entire value chain of car production, car conception is being looked at through the sustainability lens and not just from an EV mobility perspective.
Namaste, Ashish Chauhan, National Organizing Secretary, Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad. It's a students' organization. The Srishti 2024 is one of the series of events which Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad, along with many other organizations, and many thanks to HPI Institute of Technology to have become the host of this year's Srishti. This is for the students' innovations. Their projects, their ideas are exhibited here, and with their ideas we invite industry people, senior professors, policymakers to give them ideas, guide them, and through those little guide which mentorship which happens during the 3 days of event, that will eventually emerge as some project being accepted by industry, maybe guided by these industry people to some products, or some of those students might mature into a later master's student, PhD student with some professors. So these are the all initiative which we are doing from our sake. हमारी तरफ से राष्ट्र सेवा में करने का ये छोटा छोटा कदम अखिल भारतीय विद्यार्थी परिषद करती है. These are our small initiative which we are doing for you can call Atmanirbhar Bharat, Viksit Bharat, and these initiatives are in that line as a like responsible citizens of Bharat. Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad doing its own bit for the greater cause. Dhanyawad.
We urge you to in a such a
Yeah.
tier 1 and tier 2 cities.
Many of these events have happened in Belagavi, have happened in Bangalore, and we are hosted in Hubli also. Next time, obviously, we will be taking it to the smaller places. I can't confirm right now, but the organizing team would be accepting invites. But obviously, most number of colleges are here in Bangalore and nearby. So most of the event happens once in a while in Bangalore, and then they go throughout the Karnataka state. And this idea which we are hearing here in Srishti is similarly being taken up by many other states across Bharat through Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad. I thank you again to support these such initiatives for students, and my many thanks to members of media also. Thanks so much.